In the growing tapestry of anti-aging interventions, a surprising but deeply grounded thread is gaining momentum: the therapeutic power of nature. Known in Japan as Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, the practice of immersing oneself in a natural environment through walking, mindful breathing, and quiet observation is increasingly recognized as a low-tech, high-impact strategy to reduce stress and support long-term health. As science uncovers more links between psychological stress and cellular aging, the case for prescribing nature exposure as a legitimate component of longevity medicine grows stronger. A wealth of studies now confirm what many have intuitively known: spending time in forests, parks, or even richly green urban areas measurably reduces stress biomarkers, including cortisol, blood pressure, heart rate, and inflammatory cytokines. More than simple relaxation, these effects are physiologically significant. One landmark study in Japan found that participants who engaged in a day of forest bathing showed sustained reductions in cortisol and significant increases in natural killer NK cell activity, a crucial part of the immune system that helps eliminate senescent and precancerous cells. These immune boosts lasted for more than a week, suggesting that the impact of even short-term nature exposure can ripple through the body's defenses long after the forest walk is over. From the lens of aging biology, this is highly relevant. Chronic stress accelerates aging through multiple mechanisms. It shortens telomeres, dysregulates the immune system, impairs mitochondrial function, and promotes systemic inflammation. By dampening the stress response and enhancing immune surveillance, nature exposure effectively slows the cellular wear and tear that accumulates with time. The simplicity and elegance of this intervention — no drugs, no devices, just presence in a natural environment — make it not only scientifically intriguing but also profoundly accessible. As these insights filter into the mainstream, we can expect prescriptions for nature to become a staple of wellness and longevity programs. In the same way a physician might recommend vitamin D or fasting, future healthcare providers may prescribe structured time in green spaces tailored to individual stress levels, mental health status, or immune vulnerability. A middle-aged patient with hypertension might be advised to take 3 60-minute walks in a nearby park per week, while a high-performing executive on the verge of burnout might receive a personalized retreat plan involving forest immersion, digital detox, and guided breathing exercises. Mindfulness plays a key role in this equation. Passive exposure to green environments is beneficial, but active, mindful engagement, such as focusing on the texture of leaves, the scent of pine, or the sound of birds, amplifies the neurological and hormonal benefits. These sensory rituals engage the parasympathetic nervous system, helping to balance the overactive sympathetic tone associated with modern life. The practice becomes not just restorative but rewiring, calming the brain's default stress circuits and promoting neuroplasticity, attention, and emotional regulation. This makes forest bathing a rare intervention that not only slows aging but cultivates mental clarity and emotional resilience. Urban design will increasingly reflect these findings. Already, biophilic architecture, designs that integrate natural elements into built environments, is being adopted in offices, hospitals, and residential buildings to support cognitive function and emotional well-being. The cities of the future will likely incorporate expansive mindfulness parks filled with trees, water features, and quiet zones where individuals can decompress from urban overstimulation. Green roofs, indoor gardens, and natural light corridors will be normalized as essential infrastructure for aging well in dense, modern environments. Schools and elder care facilities, too, may adopt structured nature exposure programs. For children, early interaction with green spaces helps wire stress resilience from a young age. For older adults, garden therapy and sensory walks can improve mood, reduce agitation, and even enhance memory function in those with dementia. As our population ages, these non-pharmacological approaches will offer a powerful, gentle complement to medical care, improving quality of life without side effects or costs beyond time and space. On a cultural level, the embrace of nature-based longevity marks a return to something ancient and essential. In a world increasingly mediated by screens and artificial environments, the simple act of being in nature becomes a revolutionary kind of medicine, one that doesn't just prevent disease, but restores connection to a slower, deeper rhythm of life. As data continues to validate the impact of forest bathing on immune function, hormone balance, and psychological well-being, we can expect insurers, employers, and public health systems to take nature prescriptions seriously, even incorporating them into formal wellness metrics and reimbursement models. Ultimately, the longevity movement will not be defined solely by high-tech labs and molecular interventions, but by a renewed appreciation of what it means to be a human animal on Earth. The forest, it turns out, may be one of our oldest allies against aging, not through mysticism, but through the quiet, measured language of biology. By stepping into its embrace, we may not only live longer, but live more calmly, clearly, and joyfully in every stage of life.